And we're live from all around the globe. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Coaches Corner with this series, International Tour of Coaches. We have been around, what's that song? Been around the world and yeah. We're back around to the East Coast. Last week, we ended up with our fantastic Dr. Ennis here in Los Angeles, California. Prior to that, we were at the top of the globe in Canada. And on Wednesday, when we return, we're going to be split between the UK with Lady V and the Bahamas with Dr. Melissa Hall. But tonight, we have the wonderfully auspicious opportunity to have with us right here in the Queen City, the Queen Diva herself, my friend, Miss Nancy White. Nancy!
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, it's always fun to be with you, Lisa, no matter what.
Well, I am excited to have you with me on the show tonight. I am so glad that I didn't have to drive, and through the wonderful technology, we can still be face to face, side by side, and hang out together and share your fantastic deliciousness with our audience.
Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. And I think it's amazing because no matter time and space, with just like you said, technology, we're right there.
We can be right there. We can be right next to each other. Now, folks who are joining us tonight, if this is your first time, please let us know. If you've been with us since the beginning and you've traveled the globe with us so far and plan to go with us on this wonderful journey, please make sure that you take a moment to comment and share and let us know. Is this your first time? Is this your second time? Is this your third time? Are you a veteran? Do you hang out with me every morning with my husband? Have you joined me for morning motivation and makeup? What do you do? I want to say hello to you and take a moment and share this broadcast on your page so that if someone needs one of the coaches that we have the opportunity to showcase, that they'll know how to get in touch with them. Now, we are going to get it in. We're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to talk today with Nancy White. She is the Healthy Cells Chic. I promise there's only cranberry juice in this glass. I couldn't get it out. Hey, Miss Vivian, thank you for joining us this evening. I've been with Vivian all day. She joined us in the morning and now she's back in the evening. And now, before we get started, Miss Nancy, I want you to tell our audience whatever it is that you want them to know about you, how you chose this journey to help people to get their health right, and whatever you want to give tonight.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Lisa. And just as you do, and everybody has a passion that usually has grown from something that was not so great, and we've learned how to overcome that. And then as we've learned how to overcome things in our own lives, then that's when we start reaching out and really helping other people to become the very best that they can be. So whether it is, their healthy mind, their healthy body, their healthy spirit, their healthy business, whatever it is, it's usually things that we have gone through some of our own challenges and we have overcome, and we still are overcoming.
Absolutely.
Just like your amazing business, the coaches coach. Even coaches need coaches and cheerleaders.
Absolutely. We all do. We all certainly do, to build and grow. Now, one of the things that I do, one of the bells that I ring all the time is that we have gone through something. Each and every one of us has gone through something. And just because that thing might not have been a positive thing doesn't mean that the fruit from that thing was not a positive thing. We learned from it. And oftentimes, many of the coaches that I work with, they became coaches because of a pivotal point in their lives where they wished they had someone like they have now become.
Absolutely. And I think when you talk about coaches and we talk about value of coaches, people think that they can get things done on their own. And a lot of people do. But, if you're at the same place that you were last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you're not progressing and growing even in your own business, then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that's an indication that we need to be able to have somebody else come along and help us to be able to get past that faster, then also to train us and to help us to maintain that. And so even for me and my business, the transformational health coach, the goal is for people to be able to see where they are right now. And I love it. I'll bring up my stop sign. I like people to stop, and I'm going backwards and forwards, and then we go, because if we don't stop long enough to assess where we are in our own health and what it is that we're doing right, and we need to congratulate ourselves for doing right choices, but those
Mm-hmm.
areas where we need to just sort of tweak a little bit, Lisa, I think that's what a coach really helps people to do. And the goal, just like it is that we want to empower people to live a healthy lifestyle, I do, and be able to maintain it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what you said is so critical. Coaches need coaches.
Mhm.
We can't see for ourselves some of the things that somebody from the outside looking in can see, and especially someone from the outside looking in who has a particular expertise in a specific area can help. Coaches are the shortcut to your success.
Absolutely. I love it. They're the shortcut, but it's also the way to increase in revenue, which is why we're in business. Because,
Oh, yeah.
we're in business to bring in as much of the revenue as we can, because the more that we receive, the more we can give. And it's just, like what we talked about, the things that we've gone through, if we don't share things with other people, then that's wasted experiences. If we
Right.
want to sow in to the other people ways that they can enhance again their own life and their business, whatever it is. So remember, it's called pay it forward. We're paying it forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, your particular area of expertise is in the area of health. Can you clarify? Like, health is still very broad. It's health is how you eat. It is the nutrition and vitamins that get into your body. It's exercise, and the bottom line is health is wealth. What is your specific area that you are able to help your clients with getting particular results?
And what we do is we go over a healthy wheel assessment is something that we can, give these beautiful people that are listening in, but we stop long enough for them to assess where they are in their own health, whether it's sleeping, whether it is managing stress or stress is managing them. So we just look at it holistically, because if we're not thriving and we're just surviving, to me that is it's wasting time, and
It
time is
is.
our most valuable asset. But if we can do some things in our health by going through a conversation to find out
Mhm.
what it is that may be holding people back, then we can make those suggestions to them, and we can follow along with them, cheer them on, help them be accountable so that they are taking charge. Um, I do have a real passion for cancer thrivers, because my father and brother both died of blood cancers at early ages.
Mhm.
I love helping people to have that mindset that we get brand new bodies every 6 to 8 years, and what we're doing today is going to have that effect on it.
Right.
But it's not any one thing, Lisa. Health is our state of being, and it's whether it is, um, again, thriving or just surviving.
Absolutely. So I want our audience to go ahead and write in there hashtag thrive. I want to do more than survive. I have heard so many people that I'm a cancer survivor, I'm a this survivor, I'm a that survivor. That's great. That's the first step. But let's take it to the limit. Let's take it to where you really, really want to go when you're living your life to the fullest. Let's take it to the thrive level. I want to see you thrive.
Amen. Because when you're
Thrive.
thriving, then that means you're sowing more of your gifts and talents into the other people that whose lives you're touching.
That's right. That's right. Hashtag thrive. That's what we're talking about, Vivian. We want to thrive. We want to get you to the place where your life is almost enviable,
Yeah.
where you're attracting others to the life and lifestyle that you are leading so that you can then be a guide to someone else. Now, I do think that the first step to that, Miss Nancy, is this self-check health wheel.
Mhm.
All right, Village, that's what we want. We want you to thrive. Hashtag thrive.
Mhm.
This self-check will give people the opportunity to go through this list for themselves of answering some questions, right? All right, Catrice. Hey, Diva, the mommy whisperer. We got to get you on as well. Um, we have to stop, like you said, hold up the side. We have to stop. And we need to assess. Oftentimes, particularly as women, we don't stop until we drop.
Oh my goodness. And then when we drop, then that's sort of like two steps back and one step forward. And Lisa, we know that life happens, but you know, when you're on a great healthy lifestyle, and when life does happen, whether in this flu season or whatever, then you know you may be down for less time and may not have as many complications because we're still alive and you know in this world. So we still have our challenges that we go through. But when we can bounce back faster, that's what it's about. And so a lot of entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, or whoever, even big speakers, if they can't do their business and their profession, nobody else is going to do it for them. It's just
That's
like
right.
for us women, we're the only ones that can take care of our self-care. Nobody else can do it.
Absolutely. Hey, Connie, thank you for joining. We've got Catrice on. We've got Sabrina on. We've got a host of coaches, and I'm excited to have them on. Thank you guys for joining us. I do want to ask you to comment and share. Continue to let us know that you're out there and that you're enjoying the valuable content that we provide on the International Tour of Coaches. And let us know who else you'd like to meet, who else you want to see. Sabrina says, I need that self-check healthy wheel. All right, Sabrina, we'll make sure that you get an inbox Nancy directly for your free self-check health wheel so that we can make sure that you're checking the things, because just like in I talked to my goddaughter today and she had her mammogram done. Early detection is the best thing. If we can have early detection, if we know that, okay, we're not getting enough sleep, we're not getting enough vitamins, we're not getting enough whatever, how does that help us, Miss Nancy, to be able to respond to it?
It is. It's going to be able to just evaluate yourself for the healthy wheel between 1 and 10, and then also I'm going to be able to send them also some healthy suggestions that correlate to each of the different categories. But prevention, just like you were saying, Lisa, is so much better. It's like when you go to the dentist and, you know, we're taking care of our teeth, and I'll tease my grandchildren. I'll say, only brush the ones you want to keep. And they just sort of look at me like, but you know, it's true. We're going to take care of ourselves because this is the one and only us. And so, but yes, and we have to schedule the times in, just like you said, to rest, to exercise, to drink, to do all those things. We know what we need to do, but we also know that technology and things that are really changing the way that the healthy lifestyle is combating all the different effects of what we're exposed to, because we can't see them, but you know, sometimes within a couple of years or whatever, we start feeling some things, and we've never been this age before, so we don't know what to expect. But, you know, we just know if we're just really thriving or if we're just sort of getting by.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Miss Connie. She says that we are still drinking the green juice, Nancy. It really helps us, and we'll be ordering again soon. That's awesome. I know the vitamins and minerals in the juice are giving you lots and lots of energy. Now, I have not shared. Thank you, Sabrina. She said, that's good. I'm going to use that one. And Connie also wants the self-check wheel. All right, we will get them out to you. If you'll inbox her directly, but I'm sure she can come back and look at these comments and make sure that we tag everybody to get you connected with Nancy. Here's why. I want to say just for a moment, I got asked by a few of my coach friends why I decided to do the Coach's Corner, because I am a coach, and bring on other coaches as opposed to being on and just broadcasting by myself. And the reason for that is really, really simple. I don't coach at everything. Mm-hmm. And I want to see the best success for those that are connected to me, whether or not I am the one that can give them that success. I realize that, hey, Libby, thank you for joining. She likes the protein bar. But it's a combination of those things. Mm-hmm. I realize that by bringing amazing people together to make sure that people gain access to what they need to be successful, I succeed. And when I bring amazing people on like you, particularly who I enjoy anyway, I hang out with you every chance I can get, it really benefits our audience. They get to interact with you. They get to learn more about what's going on in your world. And as a matter of fact, speaking about what's going on in your world, you've got something new to share with everybody.
I do, Lisa. I'm so excited because coming out in March is my new GRT journal. It stands for Gratitude, Reflections, and Tips. And it's a great tool for people to use just 10 minutes a day to be able to help themselves, to be accountable just even to themselves. And we know that when we write things down that we're about 90% more likely to have them come to fruition.
Absolutely.
So, but for years, people would always say, you need to write a book, you need to do this. I'm going, I've got 30-something years of knowledge and research of natural prevention. And I said, I don't want to write a book, but I love to start my days with gratitudes and end my days with gratitudes. So that's where the journal came from. It stands for Gratitude, Reflections, and Tips. And
absolutely.
Some things in it. Yeah. So
now it's coming out in March, right?
Yes.
How do they get on the early release list?
I know they can just order through just the messenger. Just inbox me, and I'll put you on the list. And for a special, to be able to take advantage of pre-sales and get the best rate possible. But again, it's just something that, again, a tool to help other people to be successful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Phyllis also wants the self-check wheel. So that's awesome. Thank you, Phyllis. We'll reach out as well and make sure that you get it now. I really, really, really have been inspired and received lots and lots of encouragement from you over the years. I think we've known each other almost 5 now. Is it almost 5?
Probably at least 5.
Yeah, at least 5. Mm-hmm. And you have been sort of a mainstay, and I appreciate that. And what I have not shared with you is that I am on day 28 of my lifestyle change. That I have been really, really, really paying a lot more attention, not just to what I consume, but I am exercising 3 times a week. I actually have a coach now in that area, which is one of the things that I shared before as we were talking about the things that you can do on your own and you can't do on your own. Mm-hmm. There are certain things that I realized I couldn't do on my own. I definitely need to do another follow-up with you because I realized that the nutrition is still something that's difficult for me, my portable nutrition. Mm-hmm. So I want to talk to you about
jet fuel on the go. You need jet fuel on the go, Lisa, because you are flying all over the place.
Yes, absolutely. Now, Sabrina says, congratulations to you on the Gratitude Reflection Tips, the GRT journal. And yay from Vivian. She's excited. She says she has too many journals. Yeah, you know what? I actually have lots and lots of journals too, but I realized that the journals that I use the most are the journals with prompts in them. Mm-hmm. I have had journals that are just the blank journals because I bought them because they were pretty and they stayed pretty.
I know. Those are the things. If you're not going to use it, it's like anything. It's like an exercise. It's like whatever. If you don't use it, then, it's not any good. So,
It's not going to benefit you at all. Absolutely.
yeah.
But we get to use the GRT journal
Mhm.
to help you to navigate to, is it mind, body, and spirit? Is it holistic?
It is. And it's got Christian things from the Bible in it too. So it's
So
just,
some,
it's healthy mind, body, and spirit.
yeah.
It is just, to do that. So,
And I think that that is really, really good. Now, if you want to either get on the early bird list for the GRT journal, or you want your own copy of the self-check healthy wheel. Hey, Zamare, thank you for joining. Hey, Tara, she says, hey, good evening, Power Coaches. We love you for joining. Please, please, please reach out to Nancy directly, DM her or inbox. First time viewer on the international tour of coaches. Yay! Welcome. 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 She's hung out with us on some other shows, but this is her first time on this one. Please, please, please take time to comment and share. I do want to acknowledge that you're here. We wouldn't have a show without you. It wouldn't be nearly as great if you weren't hanging out with us. And I want to continue to bring you the amazing coaches that will help to make your world a little better.
yeah.
Speaking of,
Yeah, before we get finished, I would love just to ask you a question as a coach, and because that's one of the things that you're coaching your coaches, and
yes,
you had asked me a question, about what it is in coaching that you could share with other coaches. And I think what I learned early was that we can't want things more for other people than they want for themselves.
absolutely.
And so, but as a coach, we are the person that's going to show them the way, encourage them, celebrate, cheer them on. But when people realize that people become more successful faster when they do have a coach, whether it's an athlete, whether it's your financial planner, they're your coaches, whatever
Absolutely.
it is, we have to decide for ourselves that this is something that we really want to take to the next level. And what you're
Absolutely.
doing, I love how you're helping coaches with the fundamentals and the business part of it, because
Thank you.
coaching is a business.
It is a business. And so many times a new coach wants to make sure that they have all the certifications and the fancy website, and they want to have all this brand foolishness and everything going on. But what you really need is a paying client.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you have the ability to coach what you coach. I don't train the coaches in their discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're an empowerment coach. I do have an empowerment coach certification program, but if you're a healing, Reiki, whatever those things are, you have that training that you get somewhere else. And what I do is I show you how to properly showcase it and market it and get a client. I'm not going to give you a beautiful, fantastic website. I'm not going to pick your colors with you. I'm not that one.
And it's great because just like coaches, or just like when we shared about going to a chiropractor or a doctor, the goal is to empower and strengthen so they're on their own.
So they can go away.
It is. And it's just like we're always sowing seeds, and the harvest is always coming in, but you always are never ever stop sowing those seeds. And that's part of, as we grow, and as are the people that we help, they're the best planters too, because
Absolutely.
they are the testimonies of
those testimonies are critical. Absolutely. And that's what I post. I actually posted it in one of my groups today. That is the number one thing that you want. You don't need a funnel. You need a satisfied client.
Absolutely. I heard a great statistic, and Brian will love this too. Your beloved said that for every referral that we have, it's like getting in touch with 50 cold calls.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I have had some amazing, you're very welcome, Connie. She says, thank you, Lisa, for this type of show. And Healing Vine Harbor congratulates Nancy on the GRT journal. It's great to be spiritually and nutritionally fed. Thank you so much for those comments. Healing Vine Harbor is out here doing some great things for women in transition, and we support you as well. Now, one of the major things that I have found about a good testimony is that, or a great referral, is when that person comes to you, the one that's been referred, they're ready.
Yeah.
They're ready.
Yeah.
They already know that you give the results that you give. They know that you're qualified for what you do, and you simply have to go ahead and duplicate what you've done before and give them the results that they're expecting.
Absolutely. It is. And everybody's timing is different, and we don't get emotionally attached, because if our heart is really that pure heart, we want what's best for every single person in just the right timing, because it won't last. It's just like when people start a fad diet and they go through it, and if they can't maintain it and sustain it for the rest of their lives, I mean, it might get them to a certain place, but at some time, that maintaining and that maintenance is just, that's what it's all about. It's
It really is.
It's maintaining what we
Maintaining is what it is. Creating those healthy habits that you can maintain over a lifetime.
Yep.
Well, what are your last words? What would you like to share with our audience so that they can go to bed better than before?
Well, I really want to share with them about, we talked about gratitudes, and starting out the day, just 5 or 10 minutes, you don't have to just go to your own prayer closet or whatever it is, but starting out the day by getting up and stretching when you get out of bed, get everything moving, be grateful your feet got to be on the floor again, and just, starting out the day with gratitudes and thinking about all those things that we're grateful for. And then even throughout the day, when life happens and we're going to go through tests every day, that's guaranteed. And it depends on how bent out of shape we want to be for how long. And so, but at the end of the day, Lisa, before you close your eyes, then again, those gratitudes, thinking back and reflecting back over the things that we were grateful for that day, whether you got to exercise, whether you chose, to drink the amount of water, whether you sowed kindness into somebody else, whatever it is, I think starting and ending the day with gratitudes is one of the healthiest things that we can do.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm always excited to have you as a guest and to hang out with you. If you would give me just a moment in the green room to wrap things up, I'd like to reconnect before we sign off for the night. Everybody send your love and appreciation to Miss Nancy. Get in her inbox. Get in her inbox. Get in her inbox right now. I am so excited to have the coach, the Healthy Sales Chick herself, on with me today. I hope that you take advantage of the self-check healthy wheel that she's offering. Just DM her for that, or inbox her. DM is Instagram, inbox is Facebook Messenger, whatever. Get on the list for early release of the GRT journal, Gratitude, Reflection, and Tips. And just want to say, I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. And I want to personally invite you to Women's Empowerment Networks on tomorrow. That's Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Whether you're here in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, or if you're remotely, we invite you to join us. Just inbox me and we'll send you the link. If you're physically in Charlotte, I invite you to join me in person at 933 Louise Avenue in the Advent co-working space. And if you are anywhere else around the world, we have people joining from New York, from Tennessee, from the Bahamas, from Chicago. If you're from anywhere else and you'd like to be surrounded by some amazing women that want to see you succeed and celebrate you along the way, join us. Just inbox me, because we all empower one another, and coaches need coaches. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill, and I am the author of Permission to Be Amazing Granted, the Heart-Centered Coach's Guide to Creating the Business and the impact of your dreams. And if you don't already have a copy, honey, you got to get you a copy so that you can see that you are leaving money on the table. There is more to do than just one-on-one coaching to build your coaching practice. You have so much to give, but some of you don't understand the simplicity of building multiple streams of income into what it is that you have to offer. I am happy to share that with you in my book, Permission to Be Amazing Granted. You can find it on Amazon, or you can get it directly from me and get an autographed copy along with one of my cheat sheets to help you build and grow your business on a budget. I am Lisa Santiago. I'll inbox you, Samare. I am Lisa Santiago, and I am the founder of the Amazing Coaches Group as well. If you are looking to learn how to build and grow your coaching program, and you want to do it through some self-led training, and you just don't want to have to invest a lot of money, you can actually take a 14-day trial from me for just $1. And I'm happy to share that link with you. After that, because it's going to be really, really good and you're going to want to stay, it's only $25 a month, and you get all of the coaching units that I put into that group daily, providing you with info, tips, resources, tools, everything that I use to build and grow my practice and to help my coaches become even more amazing than they already are. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill, and I love you, love you, love you. Oh, wait, I forgot. I have to share with you our, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is when, so we won't have the tour. But on Wednesday, we've got two great coaches that are coming. We have Lady V, who is going to talk about the power of the V. You don't want to miss it. And we are going to have Dr. Melissa Hall on as well. There'll be two shows on Wednesday to catch up on the broadcast that we'll miss tomorrow. So I look forward to connecting with you. Permission to Be Amazing is granted.